everyone. Now we're talking about my boyfriend thinks I'm cheating on him because I'm losing weight. Let's talk about it more. And please, before, subscribe me and like my video. Thank you. Hey everyone. I 24 just lost 22 lbs and I still have a long way to go. I was always a bigger person and I'm so happy to be finally turning my life around and live in a healthy way. My boyfriend fell in love with me when I was already a bigger person, but he always tried to get me to lose weight. He was never malicious in his intent, but they made clear that he would be even more attracted to me if I was less chubby. Fair point, in my opinion. Everyone has their preferences. I always wanted to lose weight myself, but it was tough to get started. During quarantine, I somehow got so inspired and so determined to lose weight. I track my calories, work out almost every day, make sure to eat healthy, taking measurements of all things. My boyfriend, however, is now super suspicious of me. He's absolutely sure that I must be losing this weight for someone else. I told him I'm doing this for me primarily, but also for him and the take of our relationship. I don't know why he won't accept the answer. I'm not excluding him when going to the gym either. We always go together. This issue is pushing me further away from him. Whenever I try to talk to him about it, he gets defensive and says he just can't understand why I change my mind all of a sudden, so it has to be for another man. Has anyone else dealt with the issue? If so, what were things you did to change it? Please, can you help me? Edit. One comment also struck out to me because they mentioned how in the future he might even become more controlling, like wanting to check my phone, for example. It reminded me of a fight we had like 2 weeks ago. We had a fight over me texting with a male friend of mine. My boyfriend got mad at me for being on my phone so much, fair point, and asked who I'm texting. I told him and he was firming and said that I'm texting this specific person an awful lot during the past few days and that this is super suspicious. I got so upset that I unlocked my phone, opened the chat and told him to read everything, so he would just let me have my friendship. He never gets upset when it's a woman, only when it's men. He didn't even want to read the chat, I don't know why. He himself has cheated on his previous girlfriends before. Red flag, I know. Tells that to past me about 2 years ago she wouldn't listen. I was too much in love because someone was finally showing interest in me. However, I don't believe he is cheating on me. He's always around me and I have no reason to accuse him of cheating or believe he does so. Oh, so anyway, I will take my time to respond to as many comments as possible. Again, thank you all so much for your input, this really means a lot. First off, congratulations on losing weight and following your goals. Losing weight is so difficult, especially during stressful times. You deserve a lot of credit. As for your boyfriend, he's being ridiculous, but this is not an uncommon problem. He probably feels insecure thinking that if you are thinner, he's at even more risk of losing you. This is entirely his own insecurity and has nothing to do with you. You are no more or less likely to leave him at any particular weight. The fact that he is not only insecure but trying to blame you, make you feel guilty or weird, and so is not supporting you on your journey to lose weight is troubling. What other goals do you have that will make him feel irritationally threatened? Partners should be supportive and he's making your weight loss all about him. That's not right and it shows he's not respecting your choices. Tell him that this is issue and his problem and that you are losing weight for you, and he has no right to make you feel any kind of you about it. If he has an issue with that, consider making his paranoia a reality by moving on. I lost a lot of weight before my current relationship and waiting on skin removal surgery. My boyfriend is scared I will leave him, or at least sometimes makes comments on this issue. He's not skinny either, so that can be one of the reasons. However, he always told me that supports me, he will be there and gets me why I need to do this for myself. I'm just unsure sometimes how I can assure him about everything. I 100% agree with this. The fact that he's blaming Gobi for cheating shows a huge insecurity, but also a loss of control. I was in a very toxic relationship, and also my improvements were about getting a college degree. I was always being accused of trying to leave him, and he did absolutely nothing to support me. I was accused of cheating all the time just for the simple fact that I was being independent and doing something for myself. I'm sure of his my friend sees this and is afraid of being left behind. A good boyfriend would encourage you and support you. Instead, this guy is acting selfish and trying to make OP feel like crap for doing something for herself. Reevaluate this guy, OP. The biggest red flag was the part about he was always trying to get her to lose weight, so he'd be more attracted to her. So he wanted her to be a better version of herself so he could have what he wanted, instead of like accepting that her body is how it's, you're just dating someone with a body type he wants. But now that she's doing it, he realizes he won't have the control over her that he did when she wasn't conventional sized. It's so sad how some dudes see self-improvement in a woman to mean she's cheating or going to leave him. What does it say about them other than they're afraid women will finally see them as a pile of red flags in a man's suite? Whoa, well done. For your weight loss, 80 lbs is so impressive. That's actually where I want to go. It's amazing you achieved that for yourself. Hearing these comments, it's hurtful, definitely. I absolutely understand that. I haven't thought about the possibility of him controlling me while I'm fat, but it kinda makes sense, seeing as so many people here talk about it. My boyfriend is really controlling in other things actually. Thank you so much for sharing your story and POV. This really helps me to look at my situation in a different light and angle. My only suggestion would be a long talk with him about how his suspicion is making you feel, and also the way many of us have emotional relationships with food. Many things, losing weight, it's easy and just about eating the right thing, but it's a lot more complicated, and you have to be ready emotionally to do it. The time might seem out of nowhere to him, but it was when you reached the right place in your mind to do it. And if that doesn't do it, maybe 1 or 2 sessions of couples counseling, or maybe one-on-one for the boyfriend. He might not be hearing her, and having another adult in a room might help, or at least show how committed to the relationship she is. I haven't tried this approach yet. I will tell him tonight how it makes me feel. Yeah, right? It sounds so weird, but I just clicked. I don't know how or why. It's irrational for sure, so I can't really explain it. Your boyfriend sees you improving, and his reaction is to tear you down instead of improving alongside you. Doesn't speak well on him. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe me and like my videos for watching more and more. Bye bye.